so disgusted with life right now.
No, not life. I'm
Not
talking
life,
about
not you know what I mean,
serious.
but you know what I mean. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm
Like
disgusted about
what we're
what's
actually
happening here.
seeing and living through is it's again I just you know what I mean, like I just after I saw that special, I was like, this is just like it's just insane, and it just kind of just solidified my thoughts of you know that kind of circle of what of those people in power to be. Like it really is a real life movie. Watching right unfold in your eyes and still getting away and doing it in plain sight. You know, at a point where you just really can't do anything. Like you said, they're going on their oath and lying blatantly, and um, like you said, hopefully the law does take care of itself and people do be held accountable.
Yeah, I mean, for those people, it will. Maybe not the people that are really, like you said, those people that are above and beyond that you're speaking of. Maybe they won't because of the powers that be. The people that are on television today, Pam Bondi, Cash Patel, is not if they are, it's when, and
Yeah.
that's only going to take a midterm. Now that's if we're going to have elections, then it's going to may not be a different story. If we're not going to have elections, then maybe not.
And when
But
you
if we're
say
going to have
midterms, you just mean people just getting voted out.
no, I'm talking about midterm elections when we're going to be
I know you
potentially
said that might
going.
happen at midterms. Does that just mean you're just talking
Well,
about?
yeah, because then the Democrats will take over the House. At
Yeah,
that
but is
point,
that good enough?
mhm.
Like, isn't that people just getting off just because they get voted out doesn't mean they're
No, 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 no,
accountable?
no. What that means is that now we will have the House, so you won't have the protection from the Republicans that are willing to not either impeach or push forward with certain situations. We will have those votes and we can move forward. The
Mm.
protection comes from just not having enough votes to go forward with things because the Republicans at the moment have the House, and obviously we know what kind of game they're playing. So
You
once
think
that
so? You
flips,
think you think that that'll happen?
I think what?
You think that when midterm election or if it swings the votes to become now right side, do you think that they don't have protection anymore? You don't
Oh,
think it's both sides?
100%. No, 100%.
Mm,
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, as typical us, I don't I don't agree with that. I think there's a lot to do on both sides, and I think there'll be protection on both sides for sure.
Okay.
I mean, but there is no protection for what we got to talk about today, man. We got talking about this boring ass Super Bowl that just passed. Sam Donald, what the hell's going on in Philadelphia and Jalen Hurts? NBA fights, people getting fatigued, people getting tired out there, man. Getting tired of the nonsense, whether it be political or sports. Let's get to it. This is Money Pot Nights.
I'm just one parlay away. Trust I'ma take us far. I'm just one parlay away. One parlay away. One parlay away. Oh, I took the Chiefs on over. Took my home.
Away, one parlay away.
That's the jam.
Oh, I got vocals, dog. You didn't even know. Welcome everybody back for another episode of Money Pot Nights. I'm your host. I'm the CEO. They call me Mossman. I also got my guy with me, Humble, our political guru. If you want to talk politics, don't bring it here. Because it will get messy, it will get ugly, tensions will rise, and that's not what we're here for. We're here to talk sports. We are here to talk about what's going on all in the top stories in sports. And I do got a little something special, so hold on. not special in a good way, kind of bad way, but it's a conversation we've talked about a couple times. So I got a surprise here for you with some more talk coming up. Let's get right to it, man. First things first, and all my damn pictures have gone away. That is unbelievable. So we're gonna do this on the fly. Let's talk about the Super Bowl, bro. We talked about it a little bit earlier. I wasn't even hyped for the Super Bowl. I didn't really have no bets. I had a couple. My kicker bet almost hit. I don't know if you saw that, but I had a bet on MVP for the kicker.
Mm.
My MVP bet almost hit. So when Walker broke that long touchdown, I was like, oh, it's over. And then it was like, it's a hold. I was like, oh, bring that joint back. Bring it back. Because the kicker had broke the record, right, for most points in the playoffs. And then he broke the record for most field goals in the Super Bowl. So I was like, oh, we're good. We're good. But, I mean, I think Walker deserved it. He was the catalyst for that offense.
For sure.
I think there was some flack out there that kind of petitioned that the kicker might have should have got it because the kicker kind of kept them mostly in the game. But, it is what it is. It was a long shot. People clown me too. They were like, man, you crazy. And until maybe he went over 100 yards, the kicker probably was the MVP at that point. You know what I mean? Almost up to the third quarter. So
or somebody defensively, because I think somebody had like 2 or 3 sacks, something like that.
Nah, the kicker would have got it, bro. He had like 5 field goals.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That'll be history in the making.
Nah, Vinatieri won it once.
Vinatieri won an MVP?
Yeah, I thought he won it once. Adam Vinatieri?
Oh, I don't remember that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he won it once. I thought he did. Or maybe he just hit a couple winning field goals. I don't know.
I don't know.
But
MVP, is there really? I mean, I can Google it real quick. Is there been a Super Bowl MVP?
To the Super Bowl, though, like, how'd you feel about this Super Bowl? Did you feel like it lived up to it? I mean, it was the second most watched Super Bowl in history, which is kind of weird. But, because the synopsis of everything came back, like, this joint was boring. I mean, it was more talk about the halftime show than it was the Super Bowl.
Yeah, well, speaking of political, that's what that's about. But I was a little bit more surprised that the Patriots didn't show up. No place kicker has ever won a Super Bowl MVP. So yeah, that would have been historical.
Yeah,
but I think to your point, I think if it was going to be any time, it would have been that one. Like you said, that was pretty much the game for the first 4 quarters. I think the fourth quarter kind of was like the first touchdown, right? It was in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
So the AJ,
it was the tight end Banner.
Yeah. So
I forget his last name.
To your point, I think if any Super Bowl, I wouldn't be upset if it wasn't for if the kicker was to win.
Mm-hmm.
Walker having 150 plus yards, something like that on the ground and in the air. I think that was kind of one of those you hand it over to him. But yeah, I was very surprised with the Patriots. Drake May didn't seem like he kind of recovered from that injury. I think the injury is probably a little bit more than what we expected from Drake. But obviously they were getting after him when they were blitzing the hell out of him. And
he had no shot.
He had no opportunity to.
No shot.
And with the highlights of of Campbell, the left tackle, seeing how he was getting abused.
Yeah,
I mean, you can't play a game that way. And
I mean, they given up. It was crazy because they gave up 15 sacks before that game. They gave up 5 sacks per game. And now I know they went against some decent defenses, but it was just crazy. But now you go against another good defense who can get after the quarterback. So once I started breaking that down a little bit, I came to myself. I'm like, I'm not sure how they're going to be able to win, because I was like, defensively, they can just win this game defensively, which they kind of did. And it did come out that Campbell had some type of knee injury, like he needs surgery or something like that. No excuse.
Sure, he looked like he needs surgery the way he played.
But they got cooked. They definitely got cooked, and it was 20 sacks. He gave up 20. He was the most sacked quarterback, I think, in the playoff run.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Which is just pretty wild that they even got there still. So they just had no answer though. Trying to think what else out of that Super Bowl. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
your boy, man. What's up with Diggs, man? He was on top of the world. Now what we like? That's an L. Like, that's like I don't know if I've ever seen an L like that. You lose Cardi in the Super Bowl.
now was that true? Is that a true story? I heard the.
I'm. That's what I'm hearing.
Mm,
That's what it sounds like. He like. Well, the story is that one of the BMs got like a front row seat or something like that. Like he brought one of the BMs out to the to the show.
crazy
Like
work.
Cardi wasn't gonna be. Cardi's in the halftime. Like she wasn't gonna be there, and supposedly he brought one of his BMs to the game, and she got a front row seat or whatever. And I don't know if he went and said something to her or saw her or whatever it was, but that's a huge L. That's a crazy
That's
like
a double
you was
L.
pimping a year and you just gave it right back. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she stood by you. It looked like anyway she was standing by you through the whole process. You know, while she was pregnant and
When
the
everybody was pregnant
when
at the
everybody
same
was pregnant,
time.
right? But she didn't find out that everybody was pregnant until she was already pregnant. So
Yeah,
and then for her to still kind of stick behind it, that's rough if that's true.
yeah,
That fine gotta do better, man. These guys gotta just do better. You got a big bill coming up though. I know that's for sure. So
yeah.
I don't know if he's gonna be retiring anytime soon because he
Oh
got a
no,
lot. He
no,
got a lot going
he
on.
got a
He's
lot of
gonna need
more
all them.
years to play.
He's gonna need all that cheddar.
Yeah, yeah.
So
It's funny. It's crazy too. I forget who was some wild. I forget the wild kind of country boy be talking a lot of smack. I forget his name, but he said some real stuff. He was like, "Yo, he called Carter B a cum bucket."
damn.
I know, right? But that's what he said. Because he was like, you got to think about it. He got all these women pregnant. He was like, what did he say? He said, Diggs got a raw dog problem. But he's right. It's facts.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's facts. And then when he was like, you got to think about it, like all that going in and all that, raw, like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? STDs you could have passed because he had all these babies within the same, like, month
Yeah,
or
it's
something crazy like that. So that means he was with 4, 5, 6 women all at the same time, raw dog.
Listen, I mean, I don't know what you. I'm
These
not.
are facts.
Listen, man,
These are facts. That's all I'm saying.
the man did what he's been doing. That's been the reputation of Stephon Diggs from past teammates, and you've seen interviews, and so it's I don't think there's anything new. I mean, I think this came out a little bit crazier because everybody got pregnant at the same time. But I think it was just a couple of years ago. They were saying, well, who would you not let your sister or something like that? I think they asked the locker room, who would you want your sister to be around if everybody says Stephon Diggs?
Yeah, on the Vikes.
Well, hey, you know what I mean? They was telling the truth for a reason. So listen, I'm not here to kick him while he's down, but
I'm just reporting what I heard. I'm not kicking nobody.
If Cardi gonna handle her business that way, then good for her. She deserves to. He's earned that smack in the face.
Caught her a cum bucket.
That's crazy.
That's wild.
Look at that. Look at that guy.
Sticking with the quarterbacks. Super Bowl champion, Sam Darnold. You said this a while ago, and we'll get to our guy Jalen in a little bit. You said this a while ago.
What did I say? Talk to me.
You said this a while ago. Jalen Hurts makes you relook and reevaluate the quarterback position. Sam Darnold's had a journey. First USC quarterback to win Super Bowl. First quarterback to no, I don't know. No, that's not true. I don't think it's the first. I want to say it's Seattle Seahawks are the first team to not have a turnover in the playoffs throughout the playoffs. I think that's what I heard. Got to double check that. I thought he had another record that he did. Oh yeah, first quarterback to win with two different teams, 14 games back to back. So he etched himself in history as a Super Bowl champion. But are we reevaluating how teams are, because it's a year-to-year league, and you try to copy what has already been done. Now, funny enough, the last time the Eagles won the Super Bowl, guess who won the following year? Seattle Seahawks.
Mm-hmm.
And funny enough, the way Seattle won this year looks eerily similar to how the Eagles won. Good run team, great defense. That kind of got hot late. And Sam didn't really have to do much. Now he played well against the Rams, where he had a really eye popping performance. I don't know how he just put up big numbers against the Rams in that game. But in the NFC Championship game, but outside of that, Sam's been like our guy Farmerson's mid for the most part. You know what I mean? Through most of this year. So, do you feel that teams are now looking at how Seattle won, and that is, a formula that can be, redone? Because, I mean, if you think about it, it's been 2 years in a row, right? Great defense, what we talk about every year in the playoffs. What wins you games? Being able to run the ball and playing good defense. And Seattle seems to be built like that, just like the Eagles are built for that as well. And just need more of a, I guess, to Cam, a game manager type quarterback, right? Not a game changer, but a game manager in terms of your quarterback. Is this the new? Did Sam kind of solidify that this is the new formula going forward of how to win the Super Bowl?
Listen. Football is the ultimate team game. Okay, sometimes you're gonna have unicorns that can take you all the way to the top. That adds to that. But the game is played as a team game. No matter if you have a game manager or a game changer, they both can win championships. It's about the team. And what this Sam Darnold story tells me is that it's about the organization that you go through and the coaches that you have that can give you the confidence to be who you can be. I mean, he was a Jet seeing ghosts, right, at one point. To going to a competent offense in Minnesota, to give him opportunity, he wins 14 games. He goes to Seattle with a competent offense and Kubiak. He has confidence. He wins you 14-plus games and now a Super Bowl. So it just tells me if you're in the right organization with coaching that can give you the confidence and build you up, you can do whatever. Listen, all the talent in the world goes to the MVPs of the year. They ain't win shit. Josh Allen ain't win shit. Lamar Jackson ain't win shit. Yes, we have Patrick Mahomes, is your unicorn, and Tom Brady, who's your unicorn. And we had, between that gap, you had Matthew Stafford, who's an elite quarterback, right? Who was that one piece added that the LA Rams needed to get over the hump.
Yeah.
So, but if you look at the game of football itself, it's a team sport and a team approach. You don't have to be this elite quarterback that everybody's searching for and want to get that diamond in the rough to find just to win football games. If you don't think Jalen's an elite quarterback or this unicorn, that's fine too. But guess what? He's a winner, right? He's a winner. Maybe he might miss a throw over the middle, or maybe he might only give you 190 something yards, but he finds ways to win football games when the matters the most. I know one thing for sure, and you take Jalen Hurts for me out of that and put that with Drake May in that moment. I know he ain't going to be going down for for X, Y, and Z and one of the worst offensive performances in history, right? Mm-hmm. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it doesn't matter to me as long as you can find a right place for a quarterback with their skill set that can do that. Is Sam Darnold a game changer? No. He's a great game manager. He played a great multiple back-to-back seasons, and this just shows the hard work that he's put in since he's left the New York Giants. And I think he was jumping around from team to team as a backup and finally finding the spot. And good for him, man. It's good to see that, especially for Sam.
Yeah, the Jets. He got drafted by the Jets, and then I think after the fallout with the Jets, I forget where he went.
The Rams,
he found his way in Carolina somehow. I know
he
was in Carolina.
He went to Carolina. Yeah, went to Carolina for a second.
Yeah.
Another terrible situation, right?
Yeah, he wasn't going to win there. And then
I think he went to backup for the Rams or something like that.
Was he a backup for the Rams?
Yeah, I think when they went to the Super Bowl, he's a backup.
Is this a second ring?
Super Bowl. Yeah, I think it's a second ring.
Oh wow, I didn't even know that. Yeah, but no, yeah, and then he went to the Vikes. No, he didn't. No, he went to the Niners. He didn't go to the Rams.
Oh yeah, so he went to the Super Bowl with the Niners.
Yeah, so he's with the Jets, the Panthers,
The
the
Niners.
Niners,
He went
the
to the Super Bowl with
Vikes,
the
and then
Niners. Yeah.
Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then you look at it. You go from minus the Jets, minus the Carolina Panthers, which we know are not good organizations at their time, right? Carolina's now building something right now. They're moving forward. The Jets are kind of still where they are. They go to the 49ers under Kyle Shanahan.
Just a backup.
You see what he learned there. He brings that over to Minnesota, which is a good, good stable situation.
It's good
with
coaching.
coaching there.
It's good
Good
coaching. To
coaching
your
there,
point,
right?
yeah, go
He gets
offensive mind over
14
there.
wins. And I know Minnesota is kicking himself in the butt from letting him go because they had to go for their draft pick of J.J. McCarthy. But then he goes over to Seattle with another opportunity there and with an offense that you've seen Geno Smith flourish, right, in the Seattle Seahawks uniform, and Kubiak able to kind of get him where he needs to be. So, yeah, man, shout out to Sam Darnold and staying the course and believing in himself and getting to a place where the coaches believed in him to get him over the hump.
Yeah, no, I can't say nothing wrong when it's hard to call Super Bowl champion quarterbacks mid. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Sam didn't really have to do much, but almost similar to Jalen, when he needed to show up against the Rams, he did. For the first time in a while, right? He doesn't have a history of that. So I think some of the comments about him being mid are valid. But he was able to get his team over the hump and win the big one.
And it's hard to do. There's great quarterbacks that can't do that. Yeah, he has a good defense but sometimes great quarterbacks don't really flourish in those moments. We had who's the cat from the Houston Texans? The best defense in the league.
Oh, Stroud.
Throw 5 picks in a playoff game. Like it can easily go that route. You know what I'm saying? It can go that way.
Yeah. He just didn't have anything, but still throwing 5. Some of them were bad too. Like you threw a lot of bad picks in that game.
Correct.
You know what I mean, a lot of bad picks. All right, we're sticking with quarterbacks, man, and you can join in the conversation if you like. I'll leave the conversation to allow you to not allow you, but if you want, you can partake in it if you want. But we're only 2 Super Bowls away from that. Right. And there has been a growing conversation, some way, somehow, WIP. What's the other one? 97.5. Talking about Jalen's contract already. Now, he is under contract to 2028, but the contract conversation is coming up now because of in Jalen's contract, after this upcoming new year, he doesn't have any more guarantee money on his contract on the last 2 years of his deal. So the question is coming up now, do you re-sign Jalen Hurts right now? And it was a weird, let me see, I'll bring up that graphic actually that I shared in our chat. It was a weird graphic that came out of sports radio where it might have been more than 90%, bro. It might have been like 95% of the staff chose not to re-sign Jalen Hurts.
Extend him.
I'm sorry, not to extend Jalen Hurts. Only 2 people out of, 12 said that they would. And I'll get this graphic up just to show you what the type of conversations that are happening here in Philadelphia, obviously surrounding the quarterback, as it always does. And when you look at this, you got to ask yourself, and just digging in more to my guy down there's point. He had a big stink about this. That we have no idea, and it has not been confirmed. So we have to pretty much say that it has not happened yet. That nobody has requested anything about a contract, restructure, or extension from Jalen's camp, from what we know so far. And there's the graphic right there of giving a contract extension to Jalen Hurts, which is super surprising how many people are on the right versus the left. And I think this graphic is perfect with what Jalen's holding, Super Bowl champion and MVP, because the disrespect here is apparent. The disrespect here in Philadelphia is very apparent. Whether you're an analyst, whether you're a fan, whether you're a content creator, if you are on the no side, and I have been a critic of Jalen since day one, and I will always be a critic of Jalen since day one. But if you think, and I said that this about AJ, but let's just stop. If you think the Philadelphia Eagles are better without Jalen Hurts as the quarterback, we have a serious problem of you wearing Eagles green. Like, we have to be, like I say this before, we have to be honest about ourselves when we talk sports and try our best not to let our emotions and our fandom get the best of us. And just think. We see how a franchise looks like without a franchise quarterback. Jalen Hurts, whether you like him or not, whether you like the numbers or not, whether you like 150 yards passing, is a franchise quarterback. He's a Super Bowl champion. He's a Super Bowl MVP. And he is the common denominator on the good side and the elite side of why the Eagles have had so much success these last couple of years. I can argue everybody else, but the common person in the equation is Jalen Hurts. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. That is a fact. We went to the Super Bowl with A.J. Brown being hurt the majority of the year. We won the Super Bowl. I'm sorry to say, because we did go to the Super Bowl the year before, 2 years before that, with him playing all 17 games. But still, he is the common denominator. He makes the engine go. Again, I can argue all I want about other players, but there's no doubt in my mind, and I will not stand by and see this disrespect that I'm seeing on this screen right now of not giving Jalen Hurts a contract extension. We have to be out of our goddamn mind if we won't pay up what this man is due. And if that means he becomes the highest paid quarterback in the league, whether it be average, guaranteed money, years, he absolutely deserves it. Because of Jalen Hurts, we were talking dynasty in Philadelphia. The conversation of dynasty was in Philadelphia. His name is only being mentioned with greats. Nobody else. Not Sam Darnold's. Not anybody else. But the greats of how he started. The Pat Mahomes, the Tom Brady's. So, I just want to make that very clear about how I feel about Jalen Hurts, because I know you've seen me say a lot. But I want to just make sure that I say that very clearly, that this is absolutely disrespectful to Jalen Hurts, that we're having this conversation. Not that we're having this conversation, but the conversation is really of not wanting Jalen Hurts really here anymore at this point. Because if you don't give him a contract extension, what exactly are you saying? And to me, you're saying that you're ready to move on from Jalen Hurts and pretty much hit the reset button. Because there ain't no free agents. And even if there was, if it ain't somebody elite, then what are we talking about? So I wish I should have put a graphic here to have my big ass face on that yes side, because that's where the face of Nate Moss and MoneyPot should be. Absolutely, you give Jalen Hurts a contract extension, and if he becomes the highest paid player again, then it is what it is. I don't know if I wrapped that up for you, bro. I don't know if you got anything else to add to that, but I just needed to get that off my chest to make sure that I put that not only out there in the world of the internet and social media, but it is stamped where I stand on this conversation.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we had a conversation earlier. Obviously, we always are chatting. I just find it exhausting. I find it very embarrassing as a fan, as an Eagles fan. And if I am Jalen Hurts, and this is a real shout out to Jalen Hurts. Jalen, I don't even know if you need to have an extension or accept an extension here at the Philadelphia Eagles. That's kind of where I feel. I feel like or not we, but those that have the platform, such as our own home sports radio, 94 WIP, and I don't want to put that on 97.5 because I didn't see if they were doing that either or saying anything. This graphic here,
they're having the conversation and they're split. Still,
okay.
they're split.
This graphic right here just kind of shows you why Philadelphia struggles to have stars. This is it. You're talking about the historically best quarterback to ever put on an Eagles green. Matter of fact, he is the best quarterback to ever put on an Eagles green. And a year away from winning a Super Bowl, this is what our sports radio is putting out there. Not even a contract conversation that nobody's talked about. We didn't hear anything from the Eagles organization. We didn't hear anything from Jalen's camp. It's just talking pieces, and you're seeing what's happening here. So when we wonder why we struggle to get the big name to come in Philadelphia, whether it's football, basketball, baseball, these are the reasons, because we criticize our players to the utmost when all they do, or at least a good amount of them, show up every single day as they can when they're healthy and play the best and hardest that they can. And you can't get a better example than Jalen Hurts, who's never missed the playoffs since he's been a starter, who's done nothing but win games here since he's been a starter, has been to 2 Super Bowls within 5 years as a starter, and won one as a starter. Super Bowl MVP. I can't continue to go on for us to sit here and look at this and say we shouldn't extend the best Eagles football player to ever grace the uniform. That's idiotic to me. It's embarrassing.
Bold statement.
It is. I mean, who's done what he's done?
Fair.
Tell me who. What quarterback in Philadelphia history has done what he's done?
It's fair.
What quarterback in Philadelphia history has went to 2 Super Bowls? I'll wait.
No, it's fair. It's a fair.
Right. What quarterback has went to 2 Super Bowls and is a Super Bowl MVP? And tell me what quarterback in the Philadelphia history has not missed the playoffs as a starter?
Yeah.
And this is what we're looking at. And he's extended. He's a contract through 2028. If I'm telling Jalen anything, hey Jalen, before you even think about an extension, think about if you really still want to be here and be wanted, because we're not showing you that. And that's coming from an Eagles fan. That's just how I feel about it. I don't think we deserve it.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's
because it's not something. It's something else. It's not. If it's this, it's not that. If it's that, it's this. It's like he has to answer. It's just constant.
It's multiple layers, right? Because it's being the quarterback of the Philadelphia Eagles comes with its own thing, and then there's the business side of it too, and then not even that, he's got to push forward because he's a black quarterback too. So there's a little bit layers to everything to this.
But where are you supposed to get your support from, Moss?
Oh, from the organization.
And who else? You would think,
like the fan base,
either your fans and even your home radio network. They should be protecting you.
Just the city itself.
The city itself.
Yeah.
Fine, if you get the outside noise from Cam Newton not thinking he's a lead or ESPN thinking he's not and all that, cool, that's cool. But when you get inside the city, unless he is doing, something
man, we did it to Donovan.
It's not an excuse.
It's not. I'm not making an excuse, but we did it to Donovan. We did it to Randall. Like that's what we do.
And that's a problem to me. As I get older, and now I understand, I can't sit here and be blaming cats why they don't want to come and play in Philadelphia. This is why.
Yeah, it's tough.
Like, why would you want to come here? I'm going to get booed off the field if we have a bad game. It's just constant negativity. And they've done the best they can do. We've been to 2 Super Bowls in 3 years, won 1 Super Bowl. We've done it. Everybody, enjoy it. We stressed about the next. Enjoy what we got, because in a second it's gonna be gone.
I mean, the way this shit going, we can't even enjoy what we got.
There
ain't nothing to enjoy anymore.
In my opinion, we've earned it. We've earned it. We earned to fall on our face. The way we treated Jalen Hurts this season, we've earned it. Yeah, so what if he didn't play well? So what? We still be picking him up. All right, Jalen, next year we'll get it together. No, we tearing that man down. Every turn he goes is something negative, and we don't even support. You just saw the graphic. That's WIP Philadelphia.
Yeah, it's it really is a year-to-year league at this moment. There's no like it really has, and it's been like that for a couple of years, but it just becomes more apparent that it's really is what have you done for me lately, and it's a year-to-year
Guess
league.
who's not going through that? Josh Allen ain't going through it. Trash. Didn't show up. How many turnovers he had in that big time game? His big moment didn't have Patrick Lamar ahead of him. Guess who? He ain't going through it.
Yeah,
They look at him like he's still the savior. No, come on, we gonna help you out. No. He ain't done shit. That man ain't done nothing. Nothing.
Yeah, fair. I mean, it's fair, and it's I think Lamar's getting close there too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Trying to think who else is on the cusp of that conversation from
But
a
if I'm
quarterback
Buffalo
perspective.
or if I am Baltimore, I can see the frustration building up because you've had the pieces, you had the guys that can get to that next level, and you just continue to fail. So if I was a fan of those teams, I would be a little frustrated. Like, I don't know, maybe you might think about a different direction.
Yeah.
As a Philadelphia Eagle that's been to 2 Super Bowls, 1-1, what the fuck am I talking about?
Yeah.
There's no frustration with Jalen Hurts. There is none.
Yeah.
There is none. He can fall off for a second. He's earned that. He's earned that.
Yeah.
My opinion.
I hear you. All right. They seem like fighting words. But let's get to real fights. Because NBA going nuts with all these. I feel like it's fatigue, and the All-Star break is coming up right on time, and people getting a little chippy. But there was a pretty decent fight recently against the Hornets in Detroit, where benches cleared, but it kind of just kept going throughout the game. And then who was the other one that kind of got cooking there? There was another game that got cooking. There was another fight. It'll come back to me. But this was the big one that we had saw. So here's a quick video of what happened and how it all kind of started. So there's the push. Now it got out of control. Now you tell me how you feel. Right. Let's go back. So, we button heads. We getting in the mix. Now right there, the mush.
Mm-hmm.
Now once you get mushed as a grown-ass man on live television, it now becomes a problem. Right? I forget the young boy here who's going out. I'm pretty sure that's what's the boy get a number of double doubles over there? Was it Duran or whatever his last name is?
Yep.
Over there in Detroit. And then you see everybody clear, but old boy just this is we got to get to work to take a swing, right? Now Duran is cool and calm, obviously, talking, but they had the whole boy back, and I think I don't know if you saw that early. Yeah, there it is, right there. Bridges comes up, not Bridges. What's the name's boy? And that's Stewart. And they just look at Duncan Robinson. He's just walking away. Look at double nickel. Look at double nickel. Right. Look at number 55. Ain't no one smoke. Look at him. He like, look. Like, oh, y'all boys crazy, man. Fuck this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he's still going, right? They still trying to hold him back. And he's still going. I got this funny picture, man. Look at this picture right here of this John. It's funny. You would think that some of these cats would know how to fight.
Why? Why do you think that?
You would think.
No.
But look at this. This is the worst square up I've ever seen. Like look at Bridges' legs, and then look at Stewart. His name,
Well,
you know, what I
Stewart
mean,
was
it was
running. He was running up,
he
right?
was running. But when he look at his knees still bandaged up though. Look at his, he still got the ice pack on his knees. Like, this joint, like it's just crazy. But I don't get why he ran up like that. Like I still don't understand. Like you ran all the way from getting your knees iced up, sitting on the bench, and went right at Bridges out of just like clear sprint. And he did that before. Remember that? He did that before when he was all bloody or whatever, and he ran up
Mm-hmm.
on somebody. So I mean, I didn't see this one live. I don't really obviously watch Pistons ball, but what do you think right now? What's going on in NBA? Kind of people getting uh, little kind of tested with some of these fights. I think there was a little bit of skirmish in the Sixers game today too, right? I think it was Eldorado and VJ kind of getting a little mix into it. Nick Nurse got a T because he ran all the he ran all
Oh,
the way from
yeah.
the sideline all the way to the to their side of the court. And there was another. I thought there was another little fight that kind of broke out too in another game in the same day, if I'm not mistaken. Damn, Sixers lost by 50 mops. I don't care if Embiid was there or not. Losing by 50 is losing by 50. Um, but I mean, this is just such a funny square up. But what you think right now with the NBA and these fights getting a little bit out of control, or what I mean, or is just I guess fatigue of the year?
I don't know. I mean, maybe the break is warranted. Everybody going to a break.
Right.
None of these are AAU guys. Like, what are we talking about? None of these
He's-
guys are tough. None of them. None of them. I mean, you might have a handful that are really from the jungle. I think Isaiah Stewart showed that he can be a loose cannon at times, and
yeah.
maybe that's what got him. He likes that. He likes to get in the mix. So yeah, you got a few sprinkled here and there in the NBA, but most of these dudes is like you see that guy number 5'5", Duncan.
Yeah.
What's going on, baby? What's up? A lot of most NBA guys at this point is the AAU era that don't get in fights. They don't get in fights. We talk a lot. They talk a lot. They want to act tough and feel like they need to protect themselves, but that's not what the NBA is. This is not the 90s where you really have to worry about
Yeah.
cats meaning business, cats from the streets.
Hmm.
These dudes ain't really from the streets anymore. They've been in AAU all their life, you know, invest in a lot of, different opportunities and opportunities for them to get to this level. So yeah, it's I guess they're frustrated. Man, let these dudes fight. I don't care. Let them fight. As long as they don't go into the stands and deal with all that stuff. Listen, it's on the court, whatever. We'll see who's the real deal or not, right?
Yeah. I hear that.
I mean, everybody, competition is, it's a little
Nah,
heated.
I feel you. I feel you.
But you get mushed and still 90 yards away from the person that mushed you. Like, come on, you ain't really trying to fight, bro.
Oh, I mean, who knows what would happen if he got? I mean, they just tussle. Ain't nobody.
Durant was walking like, bro, come on, bro.
Yeah.
And then was like, excuse me, right?
Mhm.
Like, you really want some of this? We don't let's not do it, right? Like,
Yeah.
bro, like I gave you the warning with the mush.
Right. Yeah.
That's what it looked like to me.
Yeah. You can't mush nobody though. That's crazy.
Get out! He headbutted him. What you mean? Get out my face! He was like, "Get out my face! Why are you in my face?" So he mushed his face out of there.
Yeah.
Then he was cool. He was like, "Yo, just back up."
Right. Right. I hear you, Stripes. I mean, all right. Speaking of some, staying in NBA and people getting a little testy, a little rowdy. This is a video from Jeff Teague's
Mm,
um
mm.
podcast, and this is something you have brought up. An alumni, Zaire Franklin, outside of LaSalle, shout out LaSalle, was on their pod and got a little heated. I haven't heard the full conversation. I heard bits and pieces, but let's listen to the conversation and kind of get a sense of, was Jeff T got a line here, or was it just, cats just talking?
You hold on, this no disrespect.
Somebody that's not star.
I've been to Pacers game and they put me on the jumbotron during the finals. During the finals, they put me on the jumbotron.
Nobody knew who you were.
They put me on the jumbotron.
I was there. Robert Mathis popped up. They said, "Man,
it ain't no disrespect.
It's no disrespect."
How you gonna say nobody knew? How you gonna say nobody knew? Nigga? How you gonna say nobody knew? Okay. Let's take it right here. Jeff, you from the city, right? Did they put you on the jumbotron? Okay, let's keep moving then. You just said you were there. Did they put you on the jumbotron?
No.
Okay, let's keep it moving. So clearly, you being a basketball player got nothing to do with it.
You went to the game and they actually said,
"Put me on the jumbotron."
Zaire Smith.
I'm trying to understand. What's your point, bro? You keep trying me. Stop. Don't disrespect my name. Hold up, Jeff. Don't disrespect my name. You know my
Zaire.
name.
I don't know your last name. Zaire.
Stop disrespecting me, Jeff. Hold up, Jeff. Don't disrespect me, Jeff. We live, so we don't got to don't disrespect me.
I don't remember your last name. They put Zaire.
You don't all right, bro.
What is it? Franklin.
All right, bro. What you trying to be on, bro? What you really trying to be on, though, man? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you taking it somewhere else. Like, we can have a convo like we at work, bro. Like, what you want, bro? Like, we ain't got to do all this, gang. They put me on the jumbotron. They didn't put you on the jumbotron. They put me on the jumbotron. They cheered, nigga. They cheered. They say all pro. Have you ever been all NBA? No. Have you ever, like, you was a one-time all-star? I promise you, I'm going to get another Pro Bowl before you get into the all-star. Your career is over. You was trash. They traded you all over the fucking NBA. You never stood. I was a captain on every fucking team I was on, nigga.
How many years you played?
So calm down, gang. Like, niggas really fuck with me. I'm really carrying it out here, and I came in late. You was an early pick. I was a late pick, and I got out the fucking mud. So watch your mouth when you talking to me, nigga. All right, bro. Nah, because like, you really trying me.
All right, people are actually
watching. Y'all really tripping. We live. We don't have to do this.
We have a show that people are watching.
Get the fuck out of here. We live. We don't have to do this. We live. We don't have to do this. We live. We don't have to do this.
You have a good career, bro.
Don't disrespect my name. That's all I'm gonna say. We don't have to do that. Everything is cool. You ain't gotta disrespect my name.
No disrespect. You win, big dog. You win.
I'm saying
you the GOAT. You the GOAT.
It's cool. I'm saying you
one of the best, bro. I don't know.
You play that role is cool though, but like just don't disrespect my name. That's all I'm asking.
What?
Just don't disrespect my name. That's all I'm asking.
Come on,
man. Fuck out of here, my nigga. You good though? Do your thing. You tough as shit.
All right, bro.
Where we at, DJ?
That's what I'm saying. It didn't have to be that.
So, shout out to Zaire, man, keeping his cool.
We know Zaire for sure.
Because he could have kept up. He could have gripped Bull up real quick, real fast. He was in arm's length.
He's a dangerous man.
You know what I mean? So, shout out to him keeping his cool, keeping his level, keeping his level-headedness. And, you run into cats like Jeff who just talk and talk and talk. You know what I mean?
Good point.
Especially when, when you go career for career, you know what I mean? Their career don't match up to where you are. And not even that. Zaire is still an active player. You know what I mean? Jeff is done, right? Jeff is done. But you didn't really get to the part that really turned it up. It turned up with the money part. They were talking about the money.
It's a football day. It's a football day.
It's never a football day on 520. You can get the fuck out of here if I don't give a fuck.
That's what you want?
Yeah, I could be.
That's what niggas on.
Okay.
That's niggas crazy, bro.
Man, y'all, come on.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you talking
to
watch how I'm talking to you. Just
come on, bro. It ain't
There's
that
another nigga
serious.
named Zaire Smith.
I don't know who that is.
It's cool. So I didn't remember your
last name.
name.
But you know my name's Zaire Franklin, though.
I just had to remember. Like I said, when you pull up to the board, I didn't know.
It hurt your feelings that much, the Super Bowl that lit. Was it Bad Bunny?
I really don't. Nah, I fuck with Bad Bunny. You don't.
I listen to Bad Bunny.
I heard let's move on, please.
So is there more that I missed? Or that was
he started talking about money. They started talking about money, and that's where but anyway, we can talk about it.
I think so. Like I think I saw that part. They started talking about who make more money or something like that, right?
Right. And then Jeff Gahn is still, on that same type of
energy
vibe. Yeah, same energy. Yeah. Very dismissive, very disrespectful, and that's like your guess. Like, what are we doing here? Or he's on the show. Like, how you not know the man name? Like, it was a bad look. It was a bad look for Jeff. You know what I mean?
Now, you said he came out with an apology already.
Yeah, I think he apologized the next time they get him on the show. Franklin wasn't on the show. I think he was on vacation. But yeah, he did apologize. And that's that. I can send that to you so you can play it. But yeah.
That's interesting. So I'm listening to it. Yeah, true. He's a troll.
Yeah, I guess that's the way to.
Yeah, that's a great drawn true Grizzly fan. What's good? I agree. Jeff is like Gilbert. Jeff is a troll. He talk about money versus popularity. NFL always been popular than the NBA.
Right. And then the idea is that, like, listen, if the reason why the money is different is because there's 55 people on a roster that's paid plus, right? You're talking about a 15-man roster in the NBA, so the money is going to move a little bit differently, right? So yeah, Jeff Teague was a okay player, but he's going to make more money than the Franklin because of the fact there's only 15 players they got to pay with that type of contract and money movement, right? Like this, it's just a little different. But career-wise, they didn't have to go there. And I think Jeff kind of seeing what happened, he got a lot of backlash after this on how he behaved himself. Yeah. I think he says an apology I just sent you. So he does.
Yeah, I saw it. That's only 8 minutes long, dog.
Yeah. No, you got to. No, it was just like real quick in the beginning. I think he just said something. That's the whole show. That was the whole show.
Yeah.
In the beginning, he just apologizes. It's kind of it was an okay apology, but it was still like, whatever.
Right.
Interesting.
Right. That is interesting. Interesting for sure. Like I said, shout out to Zaire. You know what I mean? Because Zaire could have snatched Bull up real quick. You know what I mean? He was in arm's length. You know what I mean? True Grizzly fan facts: more players in NFL don't get guaranteed contracts like NBA, and NBA players play more games too. Jeff was dead wrong. First time John went too far for no reason.
Yep. And I like 520 podcast. That's a good.
Yeah, I've seen it, but I never sat there and like watched their show.
Yeah,
he's not interested. He's not interesting to me.
No, I think his stories are hilarious. I think Jeff Teague's stories about the NBA are hilarious. Like
he's good as a guest somewhere else when they talk about his stories, but him like hosting, like I haven't found him really interesting. Like Agent Gerald Gilbert's hilarious to me. You know what I mean? But Jeff is not like,
Well, they got movement. They got movement in the 520. That's why they're getting so much heat. That's why we talking about it now, because of the popularity. And just the idea that you disrespect one of your guys like that, I just thought that was out of line. You should never do that.
Yeah, out of pocket for sure.
You know what I mean? I get y'all getting to y'all beef back and forth, but not on air. Like he said, we on air. We ain't got to do this on air, right? We can talk our shit behind, but we ain't got to do this on air, bro. Like you don't know me now. Now you don't know my name. You call me a whole nother person's name.
Zaire he called him Zaire Smith.
Like what we talk, and you talking about what's his last name? I don't even know Bull last name. Like that, you don't do that. You don't do that.
Yeah,
that's just not.
Yeah, that was slimy, for sure. All right, I talked about something kind of breaking news, something we had talked about a lot of shows ago, and the one thing we had talked about was top 10. I think we did top 10 football movies. Or was it top 5? Top 5 or top 10 football movies?
It was sports
or sports movies. Sports movies. And I want to say this movie made the cut, but we lost one. James Vanderbeek has died. Who was that? For those who don't know,
he passed away.
Who was that?
I Don't Want Your Life.
Moxie.
Yep.
Right in the middle, number 4, quarterback. For you cats out there who don't know, go back to the early 90s. Dawson's Creek.
Yep. Damn,
he passed died at the age, I think it was 48.
He was sick, right?
That was today. Yeah, that was today. He died of cancer. And I just thought it was kind of funny to bring up Varsity Blues and how we love movies. We both have that in common. That we both really like movies, and it's funny, man. Three of the guys in this picture have died. Believe it or not, the big 69 has died. I don't know what his name was. Paul.
Walker.
Was it Paul Walker? Paul Walker in the back, number 7 has died, and now number 4 has passed as well. James Vanderbeek dies. So, I just wanted to bring that up because I was a big fan of Varsity Blues. I thought that was one of the better football movies that have come out. Did it make our cut in top 10?
No, because we were talking about black. It was black.
It was just black films we did?
Yeah, it was black sports.
I thought we did sports in general.
No, it was black. Because remember we were talking
we'll
about.
Do that next week. Top 10 all-time top 10 sports movies. That'll be tough because you think about boxing, right? You got to put them all in there. You You know what I
Like,
mean?
remember we were talking about Apollo's, like Apollo. It wasn't Rocky, it was Apollo. Right?
Yeah,
That's
we did one before that. That was I think that was black athletes
sports. Yeah.
in sports. Yeah. Our guy Sidney Dean made it
Sidney Dean.
Sidney Dean, number one, baby. Number one. You know what I mean? But yeah, no, man, I just wanted to bring that up. I thought that was that was a shame. Obviously he passed, but it just took me back to the movie time about top football movies of all time. So
Yeah, that's sad. Things gonna be. God bless you, man.
yeah. Kind of crazy. Like I guess I don't know financially what the situation is, but his wife put up like a GoFundMe to handle like the medical bills and financial bills or whatever, which I thought was kind of crazy. I thought those residuals from Dawson's Creek be still kicking.
Yeah, I know I seen a picture recently. He was really, really small. So
Yeah. All right. Well, I think we crushed everything we wanted to talk about today. Did I miss anything that we were going to talk about? I think we got everything in here, man. So saw couple new names, man. Appreciate y'all jumping in. Make sure you hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that follow, all that good stuff. Appreciate everybody joining and talking with us, and we will see you guys next week for another night of MoneyPot Nights. See you guys later, man. Have a good night.